Catching up with Coach Clay Hendrix after Monday morning's practice. What'd you see? How'd it go?
Good. I thought good day. We'll watch the tape. Good energy. We left them out on the field. Sometimes we segment those periods. We control how many reps they're getting. Made them go a few more reps in a row, and that always seems to affect them a little bit. But I don't know. I've been really pleased how we worked. Had good leadership. Just trying to get a little better each day, and I think everybody from the quarterback group to the defensive line groups, young guys in the secondary, we've got some good competition at spots, and that generally gives you a chance to improve.
I don't like to give away state secrets, but when you pulled the team together there at the end, one thing you said stood out. You told your team to play the next play. What's that message mean?
Well, it's just, whether the last one was good or bad, just go play the next play. And sometimes, I told them we had a few that got hit in the mouth pretty good today. And sometimes we responded like we should, sometimes we didn't. But, that's the nature of the game we play. Just gotta, the only one that matters is the next one you're playing. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that up to this point.
Do you see that more out of the younger kids who are maybe going through this for the first time at this level? Or are you seeing much of the deer in the headlights look out of your freshmen?
Well, we've certainly seen some of that, but I don't know. There's some. I like this group of freshmen. There's some of them are going to help us win games this year. Don't know who all that'll be right now, but we do have quite a few older guys and more experience, which certainly helps. It's nice when you got old guys to teach young guys. We hadn't had much of that, for a couple of years, and so that's been something that has excited me. Just having a few more guys that can be, sometimes there's good as a coach. You can just watch him do it, and problem is when you don't have guys that can do it. So.
And I think we touched on this the other day, but the good news for you is that your older guys in many instances are still young guys with only 10 seniors on the team.
Well, that's true. So I sometimes try to keep that, in perspective. We are a relatively experienced group, but still relatively young in some ways. But they've played enough football now that, sometimes youth is an excuse and the experience is an excuse, and I don't think we have that. I think we've got pretty good depth at some spots. Now, some of that depth is young bodies, but I like the bodies. And, it's just a matter of how quickly we can get them caught up to speed. And again, I think some of them are certainly going to have to help contribute this year.
So tomorrow you go full pads and begin that segment of your work here in the preseason. How much further will you go in position battles, whether it's quarterback or some maybe other position where there's a lot of competition, before you have to start making a decision about these are the guys who are ahead and are going to play probably come Charleston Southern?
Well, I think probably 2 weeks out, probably, which would be, we want to scrimmage a good bit this Saturday, the 10th, and then I think the 17th. We'll scrimmage some more again, and I think at that point, you got to have a little better idea. Start narrowing your focus of who you're truly giving the meaningful reps. We'll still continue to rep guys, and then probably maybe about 10 days out when you're truly getting game plan made, where you make that decision. But I think right now we're repping as many guys as we can, as much as we can, and just trying to get better.
Not worrying about the depth chart right this minute.
Not this minute. At some point, depth chart matters. You got to send 11 out there, and I do hope we can play a few more guys. But at the same time, I want to be the first guy. We want guys that want to be the first guy out there, and I don't think some of that may get decided till right before we go play.
Final thing, the depth you have at running back right now is almost scary if you look at the talent you've got there. Older guys all the way down to the freshmen.
Well, we do, and I don't think there's a senior in that group either.
Yeah.
So, no, I think that's one of our stronger groups. We have some guys that, we have some good bodies. I think there's a lot of ability in that group, and they've worked really good. Certainly that group has changed quite a bit from when we first got here. But now that's a pretty exciting group to go watch them, and we got quite a few guys that we can hand football to and feel like they got a chance to. As I say, as an old OL guy, when you hand it to a guy and you don't block him real good and he still gains yards, we like to have some of those guys. And I hope we block them well too. But no, I've been really pleased with that group and how they've worked.
All right, well, let's keep it going.
Sounds
Thanks,
great.
Clay.
Thank you.